You want amazing espresso at home, but the price tag on those machines is intimidating. But what if a $200 upgrade could give you better coffee than a $2,000 machine? The answer isn't the machine. Everyone focuses on the espresso machine, the pressure and temperature. But that's not where quality comes from. A premium machine cannot save a bad grind. You're better off with a basic machine and an excellent grinder. We'll show you why the grinder is so important, what to look for, and how to build a sub-$500 setup that makes incredible espresso. Let's start with the science. Espresso is extraction. The grinder's job is to create a massive, uniform surface area for water to work with. With inconsistent grinds, water flows too fast past big chunks, creating sourness, and gets stuck on fine dust, creating bitterness. Your shot is ruined. First rule: blade grinders are forbidden. They don't grind, they smash beans into a chaotic mix of sizes. You need a burr grinder, period. It uses two revolving surfaces to crush beans into a uniform size. But not all burrs are equal. Sharp burrs are a non-negotiable. Dull ones crush beans. Sharp ones shave them. So, a burr grinder with sharp burrs. Simple, right? But why is the required precision so extreme for espresso? Espresso is uniquely sensitive. A change of just 0.02 millimeters, less than a human hair's width, can turn a perfect shot into a sink shot. This need for micro adjustments is what's called dialing in. You're fine-tuning the grind size to control water flow. Too coarse, and it gushes through. So how do you make these tiny adjustments on a budget grinder? The answer is a specific feature that separates true espresso grinders from the rest. Another vital mechanism is low retention. High retention means stale grounds from yesterday are mixing with your fresh grounds today, killing shot consistency. The burr shape, conical or flat, also affects taste. Flat burrs can offer more clarity, while conical burrs can produce a richer, textured shot. Okay, we've covered the science. Now let's see how this plays out with real-world equipment and budgets. That feature we mentioned? It's stepless adjustment. Most cheap grinders have clicks, but for espresso, these jumps are too big. Stepless gives you infinite control. Think this precision is expensive? A high-quality manual hand grinder for around $150 offers burr quality that rivals electric grinders costing 3 times more. Let's talk about a $500 total budget. The trick is to flip convention. Spend $300 on the grinder and $200 on the machine for vastly superior results. Here's a free upgrade: the Ross droplet technique. A tiny spritz of water on your beans before grinding dramatically reduces static, mess, and retention. So you've allocated your budget and picked a grinder. Are there any hidden traps you need to avoid? The biggest trap: grinders under $150 that claim espresso capability. They often lack the fine adjustment and consistency needed for real espresso. This leads to a shocking truth: a bad grinder is worse than no grinder. You're better off with properly packaged, professionally ground coffee. And it's not just the grinder. Bean age, roast, and origin all change how they fracture, requiring you to constantly readjust your grind setting. To complicate things more, grinding extremely fine isn't always the answer. A slightly coarser grind can sometimes improve consistency and reduce channeling. With all this complexity, how do these ideas connect to create a clear strategy for you? We said espresso requires hair width adjustments, and the cheap grinders are falsely advertised. The connection? They lack the stepless control to make it work. We also said grind inconsistency creates sour and bitter flavors. This is why a bad grinder is worse than pre-ground. It actively creates defects in your coffee. This is why your first and biggest investment must be the grinder. A great grinder today is still great even when you upgrade your machine years from now. The answer is clear. The grinder controls consistency, precision, and ultimately, flavor. Your budget and focus should reflect that. So, The secret to incredible espresso under $500 isn't a secret machine. It's a not-so-secret but criminally overlooked grinder. When planning your budget, forget the conventional 70-30 split. Flip it. Allocate at least half, if not more, to a quality burr grinder. Stop chasing the shiny box. The heart of your espresso isn't pressure. It's the precise, uniform shattering of a coffee bean. Invest in that tool. Ready to start your setup the right way? Stop shopping for machines and start researching grinders. Check the description for our list of the best budget grinders.